The Bryant Family and All Sports Media presents Around the Region, the Fall Sports Show. I'm your host, Mark Gregory, alongside Ryan Garnett and Edward Hall. And of course, Edward vanishes again. He's been sitting here about giving us a headache for the past 35 minutes playing. I would say good music, but no, not too good of music. But yeah, he all of a sudden, we go and he leaves. Ryan, you have any thoughts on that?
No, I think he's actually working to put all of our stuff on the pages.
Well, that's probably his story. That's a story that he's going to say, but it's untelling folks what he might be doing at this point in time. So maybe able to come and visit us before the show's over. But Ryan, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. Been working here, putting stories together and everything like that.
Sometimes you wake up and the birds are chirping and the sky's blue, the snow's melting. It's a warm, beautiful day out today, and you just start to smell spring a little bit. Like, oh, okay, it's spring. Here we come. It's spring coming. I'm starting to smell it. Baseball, softball's around the corner. Basketball's winding down, but you're starting to get in the groove of things, and then all of a sudden you're thinking, oh no, it's grass cutting time. So then all of a sudden you're like, ah. But yeah, but it's right around the corner, folks, and but we still got a thing called basketball season. The wrestling's in full gear too. I believe they're having their state
Next
finals
week, next
Friday,
week,
this week or next week.
this week.
This week, that's what I was thinking, and it had some local talent that's qualified for state, and I've seen um a young, maybe you might be able to help me with the name, a young man from Bible who had qualified for the state. And of course, we have some powerhouses here at Whitley. A very talented young girl that made state also, and I believe a female student from Bell also. So,
So you had Aiden England from Bell County,
yeah,
Elijah McDermott from Pineville. I think that's two of the names.
I saw some more. I just could not find them.
yeah. So we'll be real represented up there for sure. But want to also, I'm excited about tonight's show because we know how good last week's show was. And guess what? We're sort of having part two of that show tonight with Kennedi Hobbs and Madilyn Marsee. That's coming on tonight, and they're part of that Knox County Middle School dance squad cheer team that went out. All thing they did just was a national championship. That's the only thing they did. But yeah, we can't wait to get them on, and I'm sure that's going to be a great conversation. We also got Joshua Steele coming on from South Laurel, and what a performance they put on the other night against Bell County. Very good Bell County team, and I'm telling you, folks, this whole tournament, boys and girls, it's going to be really, really fun.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
also want to take
anybody can win it.
yeah. I mean, from top to bottom, boys or girls. I mean, you can legitimately. I don't know where that come from. It just.
It just popped up for nothing.
But before we go any further, we're going to have to ask Edward. Edward, are you with us live, and how are you doing?
Well, other than just random stuff popping up, I think I'm doing all right.
Folks, before this show, Edward was trying to be the jukebox hero, and trust me, he wasn't. He wasn't being no jukebox hero to us, and I'm trying to recover from the music that he was playing, and now I'm trying to do a live show. Trust me, one of these days we might be able to make a DVD on the pre-show show, and trust me, that might that might get a few views on it itself. But the pre-show ain't as much PG as what we have to keep it down. So I don't know. You probably have to put a label on that, parental advisory or something like that. Ryan, you'll have to fix that up for us, but protection stuff.
I'll try my best.
But big shout out to our sponsors. And when we got a few minutes, let's go ahead and play our commercial thanking our sponsors. If I can find it here real quick. And there it is.
The team at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media wants to take the time to thank our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine and Heather Martinez Realtor. We also want to thank our support staff, Valerie Rutherford, Allison Messer, Larry Spicer, Addison Sloan, John North, Shane Shackford, and last but not least, Keisha Ambergy. With the support of our fine sponsors, our dedicated staff, and you, the members, we are all working on one goal, the promotion of student athletes. With this team, we can't miss.
And while we're in a thank you mode, of course, thank you to our sponsors. Also, thank you to our viewers. The views have started strong again this week. And thank you specifically for last week and the views that we got. We probably broke a record last week. I don't know if the numbers, we've got final tally on numbers, but it was probably one of the best shows we ever put out as far as views. And a big shout out to all of our viewers last week, all the comments. Feel free to make comments tonight. Talk about Edward's hair, or if Ryan, does he need to shave, or is Ryan going to this mountain man, grizzly man look? Or is Ryan trying to copy the E Hall look? I don't know which or. Edward, is it trying to copy the E Hall look? Is that what Ryan's doing here?
I believe that's what he's going for. I believe so.
But a big shout out to our sponsors, and we couldn't be doing this without them. Bryant Family Medicine, Heather Martinez, Realtor, and just again, we couldn't be doing the stuff that we do every night, every evening, every week, every month, if it wasn't for them, man. A big shout out to them. If you're a little bit under the weather, go to Bryant Family Medicine. They're the hookup. If you're in the market buying a home or even selling a home, go to Heather Martinez. We've had her on the show. She's a very smart lady. I guarantee you, I do. If I was in the market for it, I know where I'm going. I'm sure Ryan and Edward both will say they all know where they're going, because she broke it down, literally, Edward. I'm telling you, to where I actually understood what she was saying. And you know how I am. Sometimes you got to beat it down in me, and then I agree with you, but I'm still not getting it. So, but
that's on you. That's you on everything other than talking cheeseburger.
Okay, but she actually got me to get it. So, I mean, and just a very likable person too. But big thank you to her also. And we might, at the end of the show, might go over a few other exciting things that are happening for All Sports Media. That things are just boom, boom, boom right now for us, and moving really, really quickly. And I'm always one of them that's a little bit always to the conservative side. Are we moving too quick? And Edward's like, no, we're not moving quick enough. And Ryan's like, I don't care. We do, That's how Ryan is. He's a player. He just what he just Ryan just like, what can I do to help out?
Yeah, no, and Mark, I did tell the numbers while I was sitting here. Last week's views was about 3,700 and something.
3,700 views for just a small talk show. Small talk show, 3,700 views. Wow. Edward, you're doing good. Keep it up.
Edward alone had 3.4K.
That's where Edward needs to hold up and say, I'm just one man.
No. Well, I would say that, but it's a jointed team effort.
Okay. I was hoping he would say that. He took the political way out. Jointed team effort. I like that. But talking about team, I watched a good team the other night play. South was balling, boys. They was us right there. Ryan was right there, and just tell you, they was balling, wasn't they, Ryan? They looked good. Looked really good.
You just talked about the atmosphere was like
atmosphere was awesome.
It was like a regional championship game inside that South Florida High School gym.
Two great teams going at it. Just great basketball this time of year. That's what it's supposed to be. But let's bring him on. Joshua Steele from South Laurel. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I think I spoke to you the other night, so it seems like it's just been a couple nights ago. I guess it actually was a couple nights ago.
Yes, sir.
But Joshua, I gotta ask you a hard hitting question right off the bat. It was a discussion before you got on here. Is Ryan trying to copy Edward here with the whole beard look here?
I would say so.
So Joshua, does Ryan need to shave? Does he need to...
I was going to this morning, but I've not been home all day, so that's why.
I think it looks good though. I think you're rocking it.
But look at Joshua. He comes in here. He shaves, smooth, clean cut. He don't look all shaggy or anything. I'm going to have to hire Joshua down there. He knows how to dress for these shows.
Yeah.
But Joshua, again, thank you for coming on. And like I said, we got to cover your team the other night. Loved what I seen on the floor. I know there's no way that anybody wants to use the term peaking or anything like that, but is this the best that you has been playing all year? Do you think you're at that point, pretty close to that point?
I would say so, definitely. We've been playing some pretty good teams, and we've been doing really good. I like the direction we're moving. We just got to keep doing it.
And that atmosphere the other night, you was playing Bell. Of course, they're a great team. You're a great team. You're two great teams playing each other. How was the atmosphere that night?
It was crazy. Probably one of the best atmospheres I've been in my high school career. So it was really fun to play in too.
And I believe it was also your senior night also. So
Yes.
just how was your emotions that night just going in? Of course, it being your senior night, and plus, I'm not going to say your biggest game because we know that you have a mighty good rivalry with another school, but I'm just saying one of your biggest games of the year. But your senior night, one of your biggest games. How was your emotions that night?
They were running very high. One of the last home games at South, so it was very emotional. But Bell County's a great team, and we played pretty good. So I was happy for the outcome.
And I know you had a pretty a rough injury, and I believe you told me that you're getting back. So how's your body feeling at this point?
It's sore, but that's usually how it is after a game or a practice. So nothing unexpected.
Well, Ryan and Edward, I'll let you go at it.
I know I like to ask this question last, but I'm gonna ask it first. In London or Laurel County, what is your favorite restaurant to eat at?
I would have to say Mikasa. Mikasa number 2. I'm a Mexican fan. I know Edward's not, but I am.
Joshua, could you educate Edward about the difference? Try to get him to understand the Mexican restaurant Taco Bell. They're basically the same thing. You get tacos and burritos.
I don't know about that. I think they're definitely different, but Micasa's is pretty good. So
yeah. Well, let me ask you this, and you're a Mexican fan. Have you ever ate at a bad Mexican restaurant?
no, not really. They're all kind
I
of
don't
the
think
same.
I've ever ate a bad one. One I come
Yeah.
out there, it's like everyone. This is the greatest spot in the world.
That's right.
My goodness. Looking at your schedule way back when they got released, what was kind of one game that you couldn't wait to try to play in?
The Harlan County game, definitely. I was getting close to getting released then. When I found out I wasn't, I was pretty sad. I wanted to play against Harlan pretty bad. They're a good team too, so.
Yeah, we all know Harlan County Gym is very, very big.
Yes.
What was the kind of atmosphere? Was it about the same as the Bell County game, or was it a little bit more kind of about maybe a little bit less?
It was definitely a little less. I would say it's a pretty far drive from South, so I would say a few of our fans didn't show up.
And then my last question here, coming into district tournament time, what do y'all have to do to keep the train rolling?
Sit down and guard. Coach Davis is very defensive. He's a defensive freak. He loves defense, and if we stick with it, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I don't think you can spell South Laurel without that word defense in there somewhere.
No way.
You got to squeeze that in there somewhere.
Edward?
Well, you said the word defense, and I actually just started scrolling through here and looking. It looks like the most points that anybody's even scored on you all season long, if I'm looking at this correctly, is like 66 points, maybe 68. So you all don't let teams score a whole lot of points. It looks like Harlan County is the one that got the most. They was right at 67.
They're pretty good offensively. Maddox is definitely hard to guard.
So, I mean, you all don't let teams get out and do, their normal stuff. So I have to ask you about, your overall team defense. Just like, how do y'all keep teams below their average?
It's just kind of a goal we try and set before every game, and just practice it every day. We're always practicing our defense and trying to get better and understanding different spots. So.
And it looks like you finished off your regular season with 4 big-time wins moving into district. So I got to ask, how does that build the confidence moving into district play? Well, district championships.
It's definitely a big confidence booster. We know that we can beat these teams, and there's some teams in our region that are good just like them, so we know we can keep up.
So, I don't know if you look at stats a lot, but, at my age, it's literally about all that I can really do. Because if I get out there and try to do what you do, I'm going to pull a hip. I'm going to, twist an ankle. And we don't want to see an old man rolling around on the floor anymore.
Not to interrupt Edward, Joshua, when he was talking about doing the thing that you do, can you guard all 5 positions on the floor? Because I believe I've about seen you guarding somebody at all positions.
I try to. Some of those guards are a little too quick for me, but I got my length on them, so that helps a little.
That's what I was thinking. I believe you could probably guard inside, outside. It probably didn't matter.
I try my best.
So, looking at your stats, and it only looks like you've been in 21 games so far this season. And, man, the numbers that you've put up, rebounding, the points, everything, just for that short amount of time, I got to ask you just, how do you do that coming off from an injury?
Just my teammates, they're wonderful. They're always giving me confidence boosters, and Coach Davis, family's helped, and God. I would say it's honestly a miracle that I'm even back.
So, I actually am, from South Laurel myself. It's where I went to school at. But, I got to ask you about that atmosphere because it's changed over the time since I was there. So I just got to ask you what it's like being a student athlete playing there.
It's awesome. It's really just awesome. That's all. It's all the only way I can put it, honestly.
Absolutely, because the gym, it's changed so much since once I was there, but that's back in almost 20 years ago. So, but I just got to ask you, talking about the game at Mark and them was talking about the Bell County South game. How hard was it to hear what Coach Davis was trying to tell you all to do out there?
It was very hard, unbelievably hard. I couldn't hear any of the plays that he was calling out. I'd always have to look at him and say, "What?"
So was he giving you like some hand signals saying this is what we're running?
He's got some hand signals.
You just don't want this hand signal.
Yeah.
Then you might get on the bench.
Yeah, I could hardly hear Mark behind me.
I've actually got to see a time or two this season. I actually think you all came I ain't mistaken, it was to Bell County for like one of their classics or something that they had up there.
Against Montgomery?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So speaking of classics, you all have been in, several of them this season against teams that you normally wouldn't see on a regular basis.
Right.
So I got to ask you, your thoughts on that.
One of my favorites this year was Kingdom of the Bluegrass for sure. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity, I'd say. It was awesome.
That was the one at Fairdale, correct?
Yes, yep.
So looking at that, looks like y'all played Trinity out of Louisville.
Yep.
Which are y'all beat them. You also played North Odin and Bryant Station. So, playing 3 consecutive days back to back. I gotta ask, how was like the legs and the energy and all that still rolling?
It was hard. Definitely. I was definitely killed.
But Mark?
Joshua, I got 2 quick questions, and I know that Ryan or Edward, either one, is going to ask you if you feel like doing a little voting for us tonight. I mean, you don't have to if you don't
Sounds
want
good.
to. And then I'm sure that Edward's probably got some things he wants to show you. But my last 2 is I know this being your senior year. Have you made a commitment to the school so far? Or are you still weighing your options?
No, sir. This will probably be my last year playing basketball.
So, I guess you're still planning on going to college and doing.
Yes. I plan on going to Cumberland's.
Okay, well, good luck with all that. Have you decided on a major or anything yet? Or
Not yet. I'm still undecided.
well, you still keep in touch with us regardless of sports or not. Let us know how it's going up there, because I went to rock draw distance at Cumberland's, and I'm always in that dining hall eating because I can eat in there at a cheap price. They got some pretty good food in there. I can tell
They
you that,
do,
right?
yeah.
I love eating in there, but good luck with you personally in your future, and not counting your team also. But the last thing, but not least, I'm also a graduate. Well, it was Laurel County then. I'm that old. It was one school, but I actually graduated the year that they hung the little picture of the '91 state championships
Yep.
with the girls with Stacy Reed and all them. And I mean, I know you play that gym many, many times, but do you ever get it all when you walk in that gym and see all the banners, all the retired jerseys, and just know that one day you're going to be able to tell your kids, your grandkids, I played on that floor.
Oh, for sure. There's been some great players at South Laurel, great coaches. Coach Bowling, he's a wonderful coach. He still comes by. So it's in awe just seeing all those banners.
Absolutely. I still get it all whenever I walk in there and see all that. But again, thank you for coming on, and I'll let Rod and Ever finish up with you.
Thank you.
Edward, you can do it, and I'll tell you the votes and stuff.
Go ahead. So are you willing to vote on our restaurant brackets?
I'll do it.
And these
All
seeds
right,
are
Ryan.
awful. These seeds are awful. These seeds.
You want me to click
Sorry.
on it, Edward?
Go right ahead.
All right.
All right. So you got the 1 seed Captain D's versus the 16 seed Olive Garden.
I'm going to have to go Olive Garden.
The Captain D's get them number 1 seed. How can a Captain D's get a number 1? Olive Garden should have had the number 1 seed over Captain D's.
I've never had Captain D's. It might be great, but
I like Captain D's. I'm just saying, Olive Garden puts better.
So you got number 8 Golden Corral versus number 9 Huddle House.
Huddle House for sure. I love some Huddle House.
I've never ate there.
It's pretty good.
All right.
I know there's one in Corbin.
The MVP with the waffle and the egg and toast.
That's what I get.
You get the pancakes or waffles, Josh?
Waffles. I'm a waffle guy.
I'm a waffle guy too.
So you got the 5 seed TGI Fridays versus the 12 seed Arby's.
TGI Fridays.
Absolutely.
Yeah, throw that roast beef out the door. We don't want
Yeah.
TGI Friday. Got that.
Number
Here's
4
another
seed
bad
versus Old Charlie's. Number 13 Fazoli's.
As always.
Yeah, that's a bad seed there.
Yeah.
All
It's
these
always not
matchups
win at
was
all.
randomized.
You can't go wrong with them breadsticks.
No, those breadsticks are good. That's what gets you.
I can make a meal of just breadsticks.
Yeah.
All right, so I got one final question for you. Then I'm going to show you a couple graphics that we did put together for you. So, through your time playing basketball, what would you consider your favorite all-time memory? It can be playing in your living room, at a park, a varsity game, anything.
All time,
All time.
I'd have to say winning district my sophomore year. That was super fun. That's a memory I'll cherish forever.
Absolutely. So I'm going to show you 3 graphics, but the third graphic I'm going to show you, I'm still trying to get votes to see if it's something I should continue with or quit. But now the first 2 graphics I'm going to show you, just kind of tell me which one you like the most, the first one or the second one.
Will do. I like that one. That one's good. Those are both good.
So out of one and out of those 2, which one you like the best?
Oh, probably one. I like that one a lot.
See, Mark?
I didn't even try to bribe. I didn't even try to bribe.
Nobody here tries to bribe number 2.
Yeah.
So here's the third one. This here's just one you just tell me if you think I should continue with it.
Oh yeah, that looks good. I like that.
And which are all 3 of these graphics I will get sent to you, and they will also be posted on every one of our social media sites. And Josh, just from everything that I've seen, all the highlights I've watched, you're killing it, your team's killing it, and looking forward to getting to get out there and cover you a few more times before the season ends.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great interview with Joshua. I do that. Just a great student athlete, great attitude, good head on his shoulders. I like that South Laurel team. I'm telling you, they're good folks. They're really good. You don't want to see them anytime soon. Of course, you got district and region coming up, but don't want to see them anytime soon. That team is really good, really well coached also. I'll tell you another team that's really, really good also. One thing they did is just like, let's go to Florida. Let's just win the national championship. And let's just come home and go back to business. So they're probably practicing right now, knowing these girls, they work so hard. But where did Edward go?
I don't know where he went to. It's like
Edward has left the building. There he is. But are you ready for the next set of guests?
If I can get rid of the Mark coughing hacking spells, yeah.
We'll welcome aboard Kennedi Hobbs and Madilyn Marsee. Hopefully, I said that name right. Is it Madilyn Marsee or Madilyn Mars?
Madilyn Marsee.
See, I was good at pronouncing the game. I did good. The name, I did good. Game name. See, I say the name right, but then I pronounce the name wrong. So,
Well, you done confused me.
I confused myself right there. But Candy and Madilyn, we want to thank you both for coming on, and I know you've got a thing called a life in school and all that stuff. So anytime a student athlete comes on here, we appreciate you for giving us your time, and I'm sure you just have much better things to do on a Sunday instead of rattling along with us 3 old guys here that don't know nothing about your sport at all. But we're learning because of student athletes like you educating us on the sport, and hopefully that the more education you give us, we can go out to these like a cheer and dance meets and be able to cover them the way that we should be able to cover them, because you deserve the attention, especially what you just did. So let's just get into that. winning a national championship. And you can both take your turns. Either or can start. Just tell us how that personally means to you.
Do you want to start? No, you can. Just winning nationals is just something that feels so unreal because like nationals and I don't know it like after being there last year and competing it's just and then this year it's just really fun and especially winning. Okay, go.
And at the beginning of the year, we all sat down and we talked about our goals for the season. And winning state was one, but winning nationals was our biggest one. And we went and we completed that goal.
And hopefully we can complete our goal because I know it's coming because the views are starting to skyrocket. Knox County has brought it again, and these views are going to go off the charts. Comments are going to go off the charts. Ryan's hands are going to get really, really sore here in a minute trying to post all this. But
At
that
first,
just
I
shows
get
you.
one up, 3 more comes up. See what I'm talking about?
But my side ain't what it once was. But I'm going to ask you: is that your national championship jacket you've got on?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay, I let me on the back. Do they say national champion? Right.
they do.
They do.
Okay. If you want to turn around and show the audience that,
Yeah.
well, see,
Uh-uh,
right
you
there,
can see.
national champions. So is that something that 20 years from now you're gonna like be having hung up in your closet and showing your maybe kids, grandkids, stuff like that?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get it in like one of those frames that you can
Yeah,
hang.
like a picture frame deal
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that'd be cool. But just tell us and the years of rah rah rah, let's go team is just wad that up, throw it away because you's females and there's males that are on dad's teams and cheer squads. Uh, you know, you just put a lot of work into this, more work than what most normal human beings on the planet can actually do. So just tell us during just a normal week of what you do as far as practice and the work that you put in to becoming a national champion.
Normally our week we practice every day. Normally after school from 3 to 6, and to start off our practice, we normally start with like a 5 minute run, and then we practice our routine. Then towards the end, we condition, we do cardio, we do bring Sally up with burpees or sometimes squats, and then we'll just have like a different thing that we do each week to help us like build endurance to prepare us for the mat.
Did you say a 5 minute run just to start the practice?
Yep.
Yeah, most of the time it's
Well,
fun.
that
Sometimes
done
it's more.
already cut that done already cut me out. I'm needing the oxygen tank and all that hovering over the water. I'm done there.
Do you know how strong these young student athletes would have to be to do what they do every day? You know what we need to have? We need to have the Knox County Middle arm wrestling competition championships because so you just could go against a football team or something like that. I'm telling you, you just have to be really, really strong and to be able to do the stuff that you do. And I couldn't even imagine the start on the schedule that you do, but I guess that's what it takes to become a national champion. And we
Yep.
had some of your teammates on last week, and they was talking about maybe had been there the previous year, and it's maybe did you use that as maybe like a fuel to say, well, we got there last year, this year we're just going to just win the whole thing.
Yeah.
Basically.
So now that you're national champions and you've accomplished what your ultimate goal was, I mean, what's next for your cheer squad?
I think just continuing to like work and keep on winning national championships. because that's our biggest goal. And
Well,
So, Mark, we actually got a comment here that says sometimes they run while yelling their cheers for cardio.
We do. It's awful
it's always at the end of practice when we're tired. So
when the coaches get mad.
so how do you have the oxygen to be doing that and run at the same time? All thing you'd hear me doing while running, that's about all you'd hear me doing.
You have to figure out the parts in the cheer where you can breathe. So you have you'll say most of it, and then you have a second to breathe, and then you keep saying the rest.
Or when someone's saying our filler words, you breathe in, and then you just go right back at it.
Listen, I'm already tired just thinking about having to run and do the cheers at the same time. Well, let's try it.
I literally started sweating them telling me that. Literally.
It's hard at first, but you get used to it.
Well, you said winning other national championships and stuff like that. I will ask a favor from you. If you just get tired of winning them jackets, if you want to get you a double X large jacket, you can send one of them my way. I'll wear it.
All right.
Yeah, they had the parade today for them too.
Well, they can only wear one jacket at a time. Donate the next jacket.
Okay.
But I've got 1,000 questions for you. But Ryan, Edward.
This is the one I like to ask all the athletes, and y'all both can answer individually. What's your favorite restaurant to eat at in Knox County?
For me, it's Mexican.
Mine too.
Yeah, which one you eat at? You like the one at across from Dairy Queen?
I like Two Amigos.
Yeah, that's my favorite too.
Yep, that's the one I eat at all the time.
Well, maybe I don't know if you know the story with Edward. I don't know if you're familiar with this show, but maybe Kennedi, Madilyn, one of you could help me out here to educate Edward here. Edward's a big time Taco Bell man. Taco Bell. That's the only place he wants to eat, but he won't eat Mexican.
That Taco Bell's Mexican in a drive-through.
Yeah.
It's just a quicker way to get your Mexican.
Aha!
Well, see, it's just
That
quick.
was
cheap.
That was like broken down to you.
Exactly. It's just quick, cheaper, and plus I can actually read that menu.
Burrito taco.
Google.
Well, see,
You got to use
if
Google
I'm getting
Translate.
You can look at the pictures on the menu too.
Yeah.
well, sometimes the pictures can be deceiving.
Not at Two Amigos.
Not at Two Amigos.
Taco. Burrito. you see what I go through, There ain't nobody winning a national championship this bunch because we can't even figure out the difference between Taco Bell and Mexican here. I mean, that just shows you how uncoordinated. Now Ryan played tennis for about 17 years there. He might win a national championship, but not, me and Edward were not.
So, go ahead, Ryan.
Oh, I had one more question anyway. During your years of chill, which stunts are the hardest?
Ooh, you think the front walkover right?
Yeah, or a full up. A full up is where you toss them and they spin and you catch them, and I can never do it.
So if you don't do it, what do they do? Just splat on the ground?
Yeah, they just kind of fall.
Hopefully you have your spotters to catch them. But
Well, when they fall to the ground, do you say at least whoops to them?
Yeah, that's
Then
about
we-
it. And then we run.
then we have to
Kayla
run
gets
a few
mad.
back.
Hey, Edward, let me try to spin you in the air.
Absolutely not. You let me fall on purpose.
I would say whoops.
So,
That's what they say. They say whoops. It's the proper thing to do.
Oops.
so I actually just while we was on the show got a couple of amazing pictures sent to me that I asked if we could use from a very
Oh,
skilled photographer named Dennis Ray Mills. So I gotta get your thoughts of when y'all was walking into this.
Oh,
Sick. Oh, the fire was so cool, or whatever they were.
I was really nervous it was gonna like fall on my jacket though and mess it up. But besides that, the whole like party and stuff
oh.
that we had, it was fun.
Well, I got a question to ask you from this from Lori here, but I do want to ask you one thing. Was you tempted to like just go over there and try to touch the sparks just at least once?
I thought about it, but they were really pretty.
Rod, you want to ask him that question from Lori?
Said to ask them about making lemonade.
So, I'm sure you're familiar with Daniel Boone. We have a booth, and we make lemonade to raise money for nationals and stuff. It gets a little messy.
It gets a little messy. There's sugar and lemons everywhere.
And it attracts all the bees.
So there's like 50 bees attacking us while we're trying to squeeze lemons.
And then when there's a line and bees and sugar everywhere,
And coach is screaming because we don't have lemonade quick enough.
or trying to cut the lemons, it can be stressful, but it's also really fun.
Well,
So
do you have certain teammates that try to drink all the lemonade while you're making it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was on the show last time, Riley Smith.
Uh-oh, we might have started something. I better hush up. You remember what happens at the lemonade stand stays at the lemonade stand.
Yeah.
Just keep it there.
and I've got to give a big shout out to Dennis Mills because he's sending me all kinds of good stuff right now, and I just keep adding it. But here's another one he sent me.
That's us.
And nice jackets.
Nice jackets.
I want a jacket.
I think everybody wants a jacket.
You used to kick me off tables. I'd be whooping you all the time when I'd drop every one of you. Whoops, 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 whoops.
Whoops.
So I
At least they
gotta
got mats
ask
up
you.
under 'em. You do got mats up under you. You ain't hitting the floor, are you?
We have mats.
The mats hurt though.
Oh.
We just use the mats for spacing.
For spacing.
So I do gotta ask you, when you was at nationals, at the very end when they got ready to announce your name that you won, I gotta know about the emotions and everything that was going through your head right at that moment that you realized you won.
I was just praying.
I thought they were lying. I honestly didn't believe it. Like after they called second place, an emotion I've never felt just
Yeah, I
happened.
didn't know what that was.
Because I never knew what it felt like to win nationals, and once they said it, it just felt unreal, and I was like, "What?
What?
Wait, like Knox County?"
So again, I've got to give another big shout out to Dennis Mills because I think this might, correct me if I'm wrong, but is this part of your parade or the start of it?
Yes.
That's a nice looking
So-
bus.
It's a new bus.
So I gotta ask. I've never got to be part of winning a national championship or anything, doing a parade. So I gotta get your thoughts on that.
It's nice to see everybody celebrating and their poppers that they do. Cool to catch the confetti out the windows.
The parade, it was fun because in the bus we had music playing, and then just seeing everyone who like supports us there. It's just like
Was
amazing.
you tossing candy?
We
No.
wasn't.
They didn't have us candy.
I was showing my window, the middle of the window.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all was up in Florida for nationals, correct?
Yes.
So how hard was it to stay completely focused in on your goal, knowing that you had like all that stuff around you that you normally don't have being back at home?
For me, it wasn't really that hard to like focus on it because I knew what I wanted. I knew what I came there for. So I just blocked everything out and focused on what my goal was. And since it was my second year being there, it wasn't as new to me as it would have been if it was my first year. So I was sort of already used to it and I had my goal and that's what I was working for.
Me too.
So, final question I got before I get you back over to Mark. You know, from what I've been told about cheer, how many different, forms do you all have, or should I say, like positions?
Well,
It's kind of confusing. So,
Like flyer, catcher, like
like
different spots like
how
that.
many? Like base, back spot.
well, you
flyer.
have two bases. You have a main base and a side base, and then you have a back spot, and then the flyer.
And then on our game day mat, we have motions, flags, body flags, megaphones, signs. So there's a lot of different spots you have to learn.
And the flyer, I'm assuming that's the one that gets picked up and does all the stuff while standing up, or is that the one that does backflips?
That's who goes in the air in
Yeah.
the stunt.
So in other words, that would be the Ryan out of us three, Mark.
That would be the one who you said whoops about.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to throw me up in the air. Mine would be a big whoop if I fell down.
But go ahead, Mark.
Robin just said right here on the comment, we practiced 3 times the day before the finals. These girls are beyond dedicated. They're in Florida and they're practicing 3 times in Florida.
Yep. Outside in the hot.
I'd be Coach Robin. I'm sick. Let me go outside for a few minutes.
Well, the first day we got there, we practiced in a gym, but it was hot in there. And then we practiced the day before we competed at finals. We practiced and then we had a little break and we took naps, but then we'd go.
I got my door banged on, and it was awful.
Madilyn didn't wake up from her nap, so me and another girl on the team had to go and bang on her door to get her up. And if you've seen the pictures afterwards,
Says Kayla is hardcore. We want it to win.
she definitely is hardcore, but I wouldn't blame her after last year.
Yeah.
The pictures from the nap are the best.
No, they're not. No.
Well, don't have ever going and getting these pictures because we will post them. We will post them.
No.
I'm in the back room behind you, so now.
Was the hair all frizzed up and all that?
Yes, I didn't even have time to get my socks on. I was rushed out the door.
Well, I can guarantee you my hair never frizzes up. Just saying. Just saying. Hair's never out of place here. Maybe Ryan's hair gets out of place every now and then. But of course, you won the national championship. You did what a lot of athletes ain't able to accomplish in their career. You reached that ultimate goal. So what for the underclassmen coming behind you? What kind of what can you tell them so then they can be the next national championship? What kind of maybe a lecture? What does it take to be a national champion?
It takes a lot of hard work. You have to want it. You have to it. You just have to work really hard for it, and it's not just something if you don't want to win a national championship, you can't just win it. But it's something you have to put in hard work and dedication to get to.
You can't expect it to be handed to you.
Well, when you get my age, you hope that something's handed to you. So if you get tired of wearing them jackets, and winning them and stuff. Win me a jacket. I wear 2X. I'll be happy.
All
I'll put
right.
my name up here, Mark, and I'll make the awfulest slides there ever was. I made the best flips of them all. I can put the stories together, but I'll let Ryan and Edward finish up with you. But I'm gonna ask you before I allow you to go. I asked your teammates the same thing last week. But I can't let you go without asking you the hardest hitting question of them all. So you have to be ready for this. Trust the process.
Okay.
So you ready for this hard hitting question?
Yep.
I think
Okay.
so.
Gotta get the game face on. Okay. This don't deal with none of the coaches, okay? Just say one of you young ladies are actually driving, got your driver's license. Or maybe just snuck, I'm not gonna say snuck the van out because well yeah, I might be starting something here. But one of you are driving, you're in a 15-passenger van, just only your teammates.
Mhm.
No coaches, no teachers, just you and the other girls.
Okay.
You're going down the highway, the van tears up, and it's pouring the rain. Who's going to get out there and fix the van?
I feel like none of us would want to.
I don't think anybody would want to.
I feel like we would all just be like, "Why don't you go?" Well, why couldn't you go out there? So I feel like we would all end up out there somehow.
All working on it.
We would all. Well, one of us would be telling them how to do it, and then the other person would just like ask why they won't do it, and just. And so the whole team would just end up out there. So there's not really a specific person.
So what? All of you together, you get the van fixed. So that's good, like a team effort. One holds the socket, one holds the screwdriver, and yeah,
One's got a
working.
flashlight.
Hey, teamwork right here. Lori says it. That's what it takes. And so you get the van working. Then you go and you're going down the highway, and the van runs out of gas. You pull it to a gas station, you coast it to a gas station. Who's going to pay for the gas?
Probably Emma.
Emmeline.
Emma would be the first to offer.
She would be the first to offer.
Well, the story here, Edward always has a pocket full of money, but he never offers on gas. Me and Ryan had to pay for the gas.
Well, you're also forgetting that I'm the one doing all the driving and it's my vehicle.
Because
So wear and tear.
Because what are we?
A team.
That's what
Okay,
Robbie says before we compete.
last but not least, you got plenty of fuel in the vehicle. The vehicle's fixed. You go to one of your teammates' houses. You want to do a little Netflix and chill. Who's going to cook dinner that night?
I mean, Ella would probably be the one most likely to make us stuff.
Probably Ella.
So most likely Ella because
She's just good at making stuff.
yeah, she made pins for the whole team.
Yeah, she made pins for all of us.
And there's 22 of us.
There's 22.
So Ella would definitely make us something like Ella would make us cupcakes or something.
And decorate them all pretty.
Well, I have plenty of room for cupcakes. So if you can't eat all of Ella's cupcakes,
I'm sure Ella would make you some too.
She would make you some if you asked.
She'd
Robin
like
says-
some cupcakes.
Robin says we love her Ella, but again, thank you for coming on. Thank you for your time, and Ryan and Edward has the floor.
Edward,
So my final question I got for you is, other than winning nationals this year, what would you consider your all-time favorite memory when it comes to cheer?
If it's a competition, it would be state because we've won it 4 years in a row. And then if it's just like something with the team, for me, it would be our bus rides because they're just so much fun and we play music and we just do a lot of silly things.
I think my favorite memory would be the first time we won state because that was my first ever time winning like a real competition and
Yeah.
getting a jacket and all that, all the medal and everything.
Oh, awesome.
So,
Beat in 2.5.
so did you say you won state all 4 years?
Yeah, we have a 4-peat right now.
So do you ever get tired of winning state, or is that just something you're like, hey, we're winning this every year?
State's something we just want to win every year because Be pretty cool.
I never get tired of it.
I never get tired of winning. That's something I do
I just
all
want
the
one of
time.
them jackets.
I mean,
And
I did too. So
if I'm not mistaken, I also believe I've been told that you all had an undefeated season this year.
We did.
we had a clean sweep for game day, which was a routine we wanted to like. That was our important routine.
2.5 was our fun one, and
It was our first year competing 2.5 this year too, so that doesn't really count.
we don't care about 2.5. That didn't happen.
We do care, but
No,
okay.
that didn't happen.
Well, game day is what we're worried about, and that's what we put our focus on and work the hardest in, so we are able to get these white jackets because we wouldn't.
3 jackets.
This is my one from last year's state.
That's one state jacket.
My other one's in the kitchen.
So one of them wouldn't be a double X, would they?
No.
Oh.
Just me.
So my
Well, if
My
you win
final
another one,
question.
just tell them you're a double X or something.
If we can squeeze into this one, maybe.
So my final question, gotta get your thoughts on having a clean sweep. You know, how did that make you feel?
Here you go.
I just feel really cool.
It makes. I mean, it's just. It feels so like great to say that all season we've won every single thing we've done.
Like we didn't lose.
Like it's just. It's. I don't know. I think it's just so cool how we were able to like set our goals and then we achieved all of them, and we got to do it with like the best team, and it was so fun.
Well, Mark, Ryan, I think there's only a couple graphics that one of y'all might want to see if they're willing to vote on.
We've been for the past month or so. We've been voting on their favorite restaurants. It's like our March Madness as far as restaurants. Would you be willing to vote?
Yep.
I would.
Okay. And what it is, these seasons are really, really off base. I don't know what's going on with them, but if Ryder posts them off, or I could post them and he reads them, or vice versa.
I'll post them and you can read them.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden. Nothing can beat their chicken breadsticks.
Well, Ryan, you'll probably have to do it. I don't know what's happened to my computer, but
I'll do it. Yeah.
I'm going Huddle House.
Yeah, I'm going Huddle House too.
Arby's.
Arby's.
Well,
Never had TGI Fridays.
Arby's got meats.
I'm hoping they go with the one on this one. He posts it.
yes.
Fazoli.
Yeah, we got-
Oh yeah, yeah.
I had Fazoli's yesterday.
Okay, the breadsticks, does it get better than the breadsticks?
No.
I,
I think
you think Fazoli's deserved a 13 seed? Should they be like a number 1 or a number 2 seed or 3 or something?
they should be higher because their breadsticks, I think they're the best thing ever.
You
And
just
they're Alfredo.
you just heard it from Kennedi and Madilyn. Fazoli's got robbed, folks. There's going to be an NCAA investigation on that. They're a much better team than that.
When I put all this together, I put it in a randomizer wheel, and it randomized it all.
I'll take one of them breadsticks and knock them Charlies out or something. You know, you can the breadsticks alone beats that. You know, Fazoli's could actually win it all. I mean, they might just they might get the I don't know if they'll get the white jacket, but they might win it. You know, so that would be a good thing. You know, the national champion cheer squad eating at our champion restaurant. You know, taking pictures.
That'd be cool.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
They should have a national restaurant championship.
Where we all get to go and actually, sample their best entrees and stuff like that.
Yes, we should get to judge it and rate it and see who can win nationals as a restaurant.
You heard it here, folks. Ryan, you're going to have to go talk to your people and get that done next year.
Well, I'll see what I can do there.
All right.
But I personally want to thank you for taking your time to come on. And from everything that I've seen and everything that I've heard, you know, you all killed it this season. And, you won the white jackets. And, I just got to tell you, first off, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Good,
having me.
Mark. Thank you.
Just, keep on keeping on and keep in touch with us. Next year, next following year, just keep in touch with us. Send us stuff, any personal achievements you personally do, either one of you, your team does. Just keep in touch with us. Let us know what's going on with you so we can help promote you in the way that you deserve to be promoted because you've accomplished a feat, made a lot of people around this area very proud and very happy to say, hey, we got a national champion in one of these small towns in southeastern Kentucky. So you just left a legacy that probably more than maybe you might even understand at this point in time. And there's a lot of people that are very proud on what you did.
Yes.
But thank you for coming on. And my computer's freaking out. You'll have to close them off there, right? I don't know what's going on with my computer. I see more lines than I see anything. A great interview, and we knew it would be. And Robin, thank you for all the help that you've given us. As far as helping us organize this stuff, and me messaging you about 17 times a day about what I need to do, what I need to do, what I need to do. But thank you for all the work that you give, and you and the whole coaching staff. Should be. I know you're very proud of their accomplishment, and just thumbs up to you. And again, you just don't see that happen around these small towns a lot, and I made a lot of people proud, and they should be walking through the hallways like we did it, we did it, we did it, and they've just showed the world it doesn't matter what town you live in, it doesn't matter if you got a population of 20,000 or a population of 5. If you have heart and hustle, you can do it. And these young ladies have proved that they've got enough heart to cover many, many cities. So congratulations to them, and keep on keeping on, keep on. Do it next year, do it next following year, do it next year. Make a tradition. It's time to like whenever you think of a junior cheer and that you can't even complete that sentence without putting Knox County in there. So just good luck with the future. Congratulations. Great interviews. Great interview.
Absolutely. And I got to give a big shout out to Dennis Ray Mills with sending me the hookup for the interview with them nice pictures he sent. I got to give him a big shout out and photo credit for those, and I appreciate him again for sending me that.
Dennis is a top individual. He's athletic looking, and I bet Dennis could go out there and compete in them competitions. He's in much better shape than what we are, Edward. Him and Rod could probably go and kick butt there, but me and you, we would probably struggle.
I don't know about that. It'd be hard for me to run five straight minutes.
Switching courses, so just great interview, great comments, another great show. This about topped last week's show once all the tallies are done. We have, of course, last week we've announced that we had completed, not completed, what's the word? But we had signed up with Bryant Family Medicine for another year as their corporate sponsor. And hopefully we have them for many, many more years to come, because guess what? I don't want to have to make new T-shirts and new all this. They make us look so good. Dave, if you're listening to us, stay our corporate sponsor. We don't want to change shirts and banners and all. But yeah, but
our sweatshirts and T-shirts look very nice.
Yeah, they look really good. And we might not be the best looking, but we might be the best dressed. There's no doubt in my head about that. But of course, we announced that we'll make an official announcement on our pages down the road with that. But I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag yet on another opportunity that had the rose for us tonight. But it's going to be another big deal for us, and when we make that announcement, it's just going to make us even that much more better and that much more better about promoting the student athletes. And I mean, we're lucky, and it, people come to us, saying, "What can we do to help?" And we don't have to approach them because they come in with the right ideals. They come in for the right reasons, and of course, people like that, it just you just gotta. What do you have to do, right? High five them, thank them. I mean, because they're in it for the right reasons. But we'll have another big announcement pretty soon. Maybe Edward or you, Ryan, can make us up a pretty little graphic or something like that. We'll announce that here in a day or two. But very big news coming to the all sports media. But that being said, anything I forgot here tonight? Of course, thank you to all of our photographers that's been helping. I mean, every
Well, I am actually going to try to read off something here if I can get it to pull up.
If not, I've got it on my phone. I can try to post it on here, but it's going to be hard to see it.
All right, so this is your 13th Region Boys Basketball Coaches Association regular season awards. Your first team all region is Maddox Huff from Harlan County, Sawyer Thompson from Pineville, Jordan May from South Laurel, Reese Davidson from North Laurel, Blake Burnett from Bell County, Grayson Burton from Knox Central, Aiden Grove from Clay County, Ethan Buell from Bell County, Ryder Atkins from Corbin, and Eli from Corbin. Your second team all region is Colton Rollins from South Laurel, Keegan Ward from Jackson County, Ashton Moser from Pineville, Reggie Cottrell from Harlan County, Joshua Steele from South Laurel, Cameron Hall from Bell County, J.C. Carter from Harlan County, Bryson Mahan from Whitley County, Jasper Hubbs from Barville, and Jacob Rogers from Oneida Baptist. And your player of the year is Maddox Huff from Harlan County, and your coach of the year is Brad Sizemore from Bell County. And then we'll give out a big recognition to your 2024-2025 Class A region, or should I say All A region champions, Pineville High School.
Do we know which service that has come through from, or
I got that sent to me from the one that tallies the votes for the boys' side.
Well, yeah, that's definitely a solid list for sure. But Ryan, do you have and I guess the girls hasn't been posted yet.
The goals will get released tomorrow. I did get off the phone with him, and he did about an hour before the show. Where they have not been in school, he's going to send all the stuff out sometime tomorrow.
But Ryan, that being said, we're going to let you just talk a little bit about what your plans of the week is for, and any final thoughts, any shout-outs, anything like that.
Before we do all that, we got to vote for our matchups.
Okay, see, that's the reason why we got Ryan here to help us figure this stuff out here. Without question, 16 beats 1 there.
Well, I'm taking Captain D's.
You would.
I'm going with the 16 seed. Let's see, trying to do two things at once here.
Well, I'm gonna go with Golden Corral on that one.
Golden Corral.
That's who
There
I'm
ain't
going
nothing
with.
wrong. You
Can't
can't
beat
go
all you
wrong with an all-you-can-eat steak and all-you-can-eat buffet.
I can eat
Absolutely.
bacon for breakfast too.
Yes, I gotta go TGI Fridays on that one.
Well, Amy's standing right in front of me, so if I don't say number 12 Arby's, she'll absolutely go and make me buy her one of them pound Arby's sandwiches or something like that.
I'm going with
Bye.
Arby's too.
And the curly fries.
I'm gonna have to go with Old Charlie's.
I have to go Fazoli's, and this ain't even close. This is Fazoli's with the running clock. The
I'm
breadsticks
going.
put up 45 points and 32 rebounds.
I'm going with Fazoli's as well.
And the bowl Piscati was too much on the inside with the fettuccine hitting the trees on the outside. That game was over in the first quarter.
But now I go to what we was going to do before I went back to had to backtrack for a minute deal. But I'm not going to be able to go to no district games this week. I due to my work schedule. I don't know if I will be at the regional draw or not. That's just something that I'm going to have to try to get more details into later. But my quote for everybody tonight is, "It's never too late to be what you might have been." George Eliot, or Elliott, I guess is how you would say that name. And then I'm going to say what I always say. Now that it's postseason time, starting tomorrow night, get out and cover your team and these student athletes because they've worked hard all season long. Promote them like they need to be.
I think that's been copyrighted, Ryan. But I'm gonna leave yins. I'm gonna leave yins like normal. Like Ryan said, go cover these student athletes. That way you can see the hard work, the dedication, and all the preparation that these young student athletes put in, and the heart that they pour out there. They'd love to see their gyms packed out. They'd love to see the gym packed out for district and region. So go out there and cover them. But I'm gonna leave you with this: always be yourself. Express yourself. Have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and duplicate it. Bruce Lee.
I watched Birth of the Dragon there last night. That's a good movie. Real good movie.
Bruce Lee might have some of the greatest quotes of all time.
Yep. If you've not seen Birth of the Dragon, folks, you need to go watch it. Yeah, where he, I don't know. The movie made it like maybe the monk might have whooped him, but you read all the true stories about it. Bruce Lee whooped the monk. So I don't know. I wasn't there. I just think Bruce Lee whooped him. And I'm sticking to that story. I'm just saying, Bruce Lee. And yes, he does have some of the greatest quotes of all time. But since we're in this copy, I want to leave you with this. Go see the. Edward to kill me, but no. I just want to again thanks all the viewers. Thanks to all our sponsors, maybe even some of our future sponsors. A big thank you, and again, a lot of things happening quickly for us here at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media. And, if you do good things will come. That should have been my thought for tonight. That could have been something I thought of. If you do good things will come.
And I'll see you in a gym somewhere near you.
A great show. Again, a big shout out to all the viewers, all the sponsors, and again, shout out to you, Ryan. Shout out to you, Edward. All the work it's put in. Hopefully, Lord willing, I'm sitting in Williamsburg tomorrow night covering the 50th So we'll see. Hopefully everything works out. There's going to be some great games there for 4 nights this week. I think it's a Monday, Tuesday, maybe a Thursday, Friday, if I saw that right. So going to be some great games at the arena at the live draw. I'm going to try my best to be there also. So, but rules that we're getting from the live draw, we cannot live stream it. We'll be handed a sheet afterwards. After we leave there, I guess we'll be able to post the draw. So as far as I know of at this point, we're not allowed to live stream it. So but we'll get them draws up as quickly as possible for everybody to see. But that being said, I want to leave you all with this. Life is no shortcut. Stay on your route. I want to say I thought that up, but hopefully I'm not copyrighting somebody. I was trying to figure out a me thought, but if somebody else has said that over the years, I'm sorry. I didn't see it nowhere posted. So if I did copyright it, I'm sorry. From all of us at Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media, good night and God bless.